President Donald Trump is going to war with the major banks, and he's canceling out their dominance when it comes into the financial industry. Now, President Donald Trump has recently put in a lawsuit against Chase Bank and its CEO, Jamie Dimon, over political debanking. And he actually put in his own lawsuit because he claims he was discriminated by that major bank. And now he's putting in some policies into play, which is going to open up the playing field in financing. And this is going to be positive for consumers because it's going to give you options without jumping through all these hoops of the big banks and enable you to build credit without the banks being the one to weaponize your credit score against you by lending or even by you just building your own credit profile to increase your credit score.
Trump is making 2 new changes to stop the dominance of the big banks.
So here's the first major change. President Donald Trump, under this administration term, have appointed Travis Hill over the FDIC. Now with the FDIC, as under his leadership, he just made a major change in approval for new banking. And here's the change. FDIC conditionally approved Ford, GM, ILC charters. Both automakers must stand up their respective banks within 12 months. After that, they must maintain a minimum 15% tier 1 level ratio. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation approved deposit insurance application from Ford Motor Company and General Motors Company on Thursday, paving the way for the automakers to establish their own industrial banks. Ford Credit Bank and GM Financial Bank, which will both be chartered in Utah, will each focus on auto lending, with Ford lending through indirect retail installments and lease contracts originated by the auto dealers, and GM funding through retail installment contracts from GM Financial. Ford Credit Bank's funding will mainly come from retail savings accounts and time deposits obtained via the bank's website and mobile app. And GM Financial Banks will mainly come from savings accounts and time deposits via the bank's website and a mobile app. Both automakers must stand up their respective banks within 12 months. After that, they must maintain a minimum 15% tier leverage ratio. And additionally, PayPal and now even Affirm 7 days ago are also looking to become banks, and they put their applications in for approval. Now, why this is devastating to banks, it will allow consumers like you to borrow money cheaper because they're going to have new competitors like Affirm, also Ford, GM, and even PayPal to go to these now new established banks in order to receive funding. And then these major banks can't control the interest rate and gatekeep for you to get funding. Because when you look at it from the standpoint of Ford Motor Company and GM, they need to sell cars. So they don't want to wait for the banks and their terms to give out funding for leases and cars. So they want to be able to do that themselves. And by opening up the saving and deposits for other people to come and bank with them, that's also going against these major banks, because you're going to have options where you can deposit your money and may get a higher interest rate return on your deposits, almost like American Express have a high yield account, and other banks offer that, and credit unions too, as competition to the major banks. So this is going to cut into their profit and revenue and their gatekeeping on how they can prevent you from building credit or getting access to lending. And without you being able to build credit with banks by them approving you, this stops your life. So they use credit to weaponize against you. And this been the main tool of the bank to actually punish you with credit and browbeat you if you don't pay them, as a form of a shakedown or an extortion to keep you under bondage. So with these new players, you can have other options. Even they may approve more troubled credit scores. So this will be good for consumers. The second major change is the credit Access and Inclusion Act.
Access and Inclusion Act of 2025 is a bipartisan federal bill introduced in the 119th U.S. Congress that seeks to amend the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, to help more Americans build credit, especially those with limited or no traditional credit history. If enacted, this act could reshape the U.S. credit reporting by recognizing non-traditional payment history, offering millions of Americans a way to build credit or improve their credit scores without taking on new debt. The expanded credit history data. The bill will allow new types of positive payment information to be reported to the major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, including rent payments, utility payments, gas and electric and water, telecommunications, phone and internet. These are often not included in traditional credit reports, but can reflect responsible financial behavior. The support is for credit invisible customers. Millions of Americans are considered credit invisible. They lack enough data for a credit score. The act is designed to help these consumers build credit without new debt, including long-standing positive payment history from non-loan sources. Consumer protections. To protect consumers, the bill will allow consumers to opt out of reporting this new data if they choose, ensure that on-time payments are reported while late payments are not reported if a consumer is on an approved repayment or assistance plan.
Now, with this act, it's going to allow you to build credit with things that you are required to pay, like your utilities and telecommunications, like your internet or even your cell phone. And so you don't have to go into debt in order to build credit. This has been the bank's main advantage. They've been able to gatekeep you on you being enslaved to them in order to build credit and improve your life or just live, because you need credit now to get housing. You need credit to get a car, transportation to get back and forth to work. You need credit to get a job in many cases. So they've been controlling the whole credit industry mainly through them, and they weaponize it against you. This will give you other options to actually build credit without being in slavery to the banks. And so with this, you can even get options to use different fintech companies to build your credit score along with it without going to the banks. So this directly undermines them, because the banks' only gain that they have is making money off of interest primarily. So they actually need you to stay in business. So if you don't borrow from them, this really hurts their bottom line. And this actually is crumbling their control and dominance, and even their standards of how and who they choose to lend to. So this is going to put in some competition, and it is actually imperative that you start to improve your credit score now. So when these banks are released and changes come in, you can be in the best position and be able to save thousands, because you won't be paying these high interest rates. And the better your credit profile is with these competitors coming in, the better terms you can get on lending. Now, with my elite credit system, users like Greg was able to get really great results by removing a collection in 12 days. So if you need my help, the link to my AI software and credit coaching is in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. So with Donald Trump taking these steps, it is directly attacking the banking system and the financial system, opening doors for companies like Ford Motor Company and General Motors that are American-based companies and employers. So if they can open banks, they can actually employ more people. And these are solid companies that have been around for years and decades. And so this are American companies and can actually strengthen the American economy. And additionally, you have other banks like PayPal coming into play to charter as a bank, and then Affirm and even Nissan is throwing its hat to become a bank. So this actually stopped the banks from gatekeeping, and places like Affirm, who now are chartering for a bank, already deal with more troubled credit scores. So this is an opening for you as a consumer not to be under the thumb of the credit bureaus and the banks. So hopefully this information is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website, and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.